Hello and welcome back to my channel, my podcast. I'm happy to have you here. My name is E.M.D. and I am an author slash writer and somebody who is learning the human experience here on planet Earth. And I am happy to bring today a lesson that is on a topic that I'm constantly having conversations with people around me, and I've really discovered that there is no one answer to this. There is no one truth, that every person has their individual set of standards and qualities that they want to achieve this thing we call happiness. And so, something that I struggled with a lot when I was going through depression, anxiety, and suicidal ideations and attempts, I was always wondering, when would I be happy? What would make me happy? And was I even worth it? And that's when I really began to get into manifesting and envisioning my reality. Now, I'm not sure about the whole shebang of manifesting, but I do believe in repetition. I believe the more you do something, the more you become that thing. And on your day one, it's not going to be perfect. You can't compare that to where you're going to go. So, young me, who was sad and depressed and was struggling with my self image, struggling with even the idea of living. It seemed so hard. I'd already gone through so much in my life. I'd already experienced so much pain. It just felt like an endless cycle of suffering and torture. And I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to live in torture my whole life. And so, what did little me do? I was like, hmm, let's put on our thinking glasses and let's think about what we like. And something that I always imagined growing up was traveling and getting to experience different cultures, getting to experience different places and see the world. Now, I have yet to go to many of the places on my bucket lists, yet I have been a few places. And I can tell you that that little bubble that you're living in, there's so much more out there. And that all those experiences and all those feelings you're going through, as much as they are completely valid and true to your experience right now, they may not be in 10 years' time. 10 years ago, I was 13 years old and I was now struggling with PTSD and having huge self-image dysmorphia. I lost 2 centimeters of my lip and it'd been reconstructed, yet I saw everything. I saw the whole thing. And I could not see myself the same. And I don't see myself the same, even to this day. Yet I found beauty in my scars. I found perseverance and strength and the warrior I had to become to get through those things. And so, 10 years ago, me would never in a million years imagine that I'd actually published my own poetry books, that I wrote a journal and I published it for others to enjoy, to use. I got a job in my field of study of psychology. I fell in love more than once. That little girl was seeking unconditional love, was seeking hope in a world that seemed hopeless, that was filled with fear. And what I held on to throughout the years, throughout each heartbreak, each traumatic experience, each relationship that didn't work out, each friendship that didn't work out, I held, I held on with all my might to this vision of one day traveling the world and speaking a message to people around me and spreading love and sharing kindness all around the world. Now, there's ways you can do this. When I went to Hawaii, I did my research and I was able to plant native flowers in Maui in a reserve that had lost all of its native species because of a fire. And you can give back to the communities that you visit, and you can connect with the community, and you can get to know people. And I found that everywhere I go, I make new friends, I make new experiences, and I feel so rejuvenated and fulfilled doing these things and living up to my childhood dreams. Now, does that mean I'm happy? Well, yeah, I'd like to think so. I'd like to think, hold on, I don't like this one. I'm gonna move this. Okay, give it a sec. Yeah, I'd like to think that I'm happy. I'd like to think that I enjoy who I am. I'd like to think that I've grown, that I've changed. I mean, yeah, I still have a lot to go through and I still have a lot to experience in life. Still have mistakes left to be made. Yet with every mistake, I get a little bit closer to being right. And I'm not meant to be perfect here on earth. That's something that I've learned through my time with the gospel, through my time in scripture, that I've learned that I'm not supposed to be perfect. I'm working on getting there. Yet to ask somebody in a world that is full of imperfections to be perfect is simply impossible. And I've seen it. I've seen the multimillionaire woman who have their own businesses, who have everything they could ever ask for. I've seen them literally crumble in videos because of the amount of stress that they put themselves under to be this certain standard of perfection, and all these people and all these places that they have to meet, and they have to meet these needs of others, and they put so many people before themselves. And in our society, that's quote unquote perfect. Somebody who can put everyone else's needs in front of themselves. Yet, as we continue to learn in psychology, that behavior is people pleasing, and that's not you. That's a version of you that was made to keep you safe in situations where you feel unsafe. So you will be seen, so you'll be known, you will appease the other people in your life. And this may have come from a childhood experience of feeling like you had to please your parents, or you had to walk on eggshells. Maybe you had an angry parent growing up, so you had to walk quietly. You had to be very attentive to them and their needs. And that is not normal. Not normal at all. You need to be able to breathe and experience and feel all of your emotions. And yeah, girl, boy, they, them, whoever you are, if you want to go out and have that multi-million dollar business and you want to do it, play the game. Do it. You can. I'm here to remind you that getting that multi-million dollar business is not going to be the root of all your happiness. And you may think this is cliche, but the happiness does not stem from any external experience. It extends from here. And when this place, this heart and soul is filled with love, joy, and peace in your experiences and all that it has to offer, your external world will begin to resemble that. You will learn how to delegate tasks. You will learn how to take time to take care of yourself, to have self-care. And you'll remember that just because you're going on a trip does not remove your stresses, doesn't remove those things that are waiting for you when you come back home. Yet you can also still be present and enjoy the time you have right now. And I also hope you enjoy your job. Enjoy the journey of working, of building up your income, of building up your rapport, and living your dream. I want you to remember that there was a little kid version of you that only imagined you now. What would that kid say to you? And that's all I have for you today. I hope you have a wonderful night. And remember how loved, how amazing, and how beautiful you are. And I will see you next time. Bye.